And now it's time for bedtime stories with Sleepy Lucas.
Tonight's bedtime story is The Slurpy Little Indian. Back in 1842, when Columbus was sailing on an opiate-induced voyage to what he thought was to be the home of city customer service and cow shit in the streets, he landed unbeknownst to him along the southern shore of New Jersey, where he was greeted by a tribe of American Indians. It was really only a small child from the tribe, as all the men were out tripping on peyotes and all the women were passed out drunk in their teepees. His name was Speaks Like Shit, and not only did his name describe him to a T, but he was prone to falling asleep at the drop of a hat. Because as a baby, his parents would push in his soft spot and put little incest cubes in the pressed down part and burn them because they were crazy fucking savages. Speaks Like Shit walked up to Christopher and said, "How are you doing? You must be a god with that lovely ivory skin." And Columbus said, he indeed was a god, and he was here to claim his rightful land. Speaks Like Shit was so excited and took the pasty opium addict to the village, then told him to wait until all the women sobered up and the man came home and they would all worship him in some stupid ass ceremony. Then the slurpy little idiot fell flat on his face and fell into some sort of a seizure-induced sleep. Columbus kicked the boy several times, sharply in the stomach, to make sure the tot was asleep. When Speaks Like Shit coughed up some blood, Columbus knew the boy was really asleep and not just faking it. Then Columbus stole everything of value from the teepees and fucked the women in their vaginas and buttholes. After he had all he could take, he took everything to his ship and sailed back to the queen, who paid him in opium. When the men returned back to the village to find their wives defiled and all their valuables missing, they scalped Speaks Like Shit and burned him in one of the barbaric ritual killing ceremonies. 1 year and 14 months later, Columbus returned with some men and slaughtered the entire village. They ate corn, turkey, stovetop, and some nasty-ass cranberry sauce, and gave thanks for their new home. Happy Thanksgiving and sweet dreams.